Hello guys, welcome to a new segment which we call Casual and Crisp Reviews. Here we review what we usually review in a more casual tone and a more crisp manner. Now before we start, I need to tell for those of you who haven't watched both the seasons of this series, have no point watching this video. On that note, let's start the review. Personally, I had very little expectations from this season of You because season 2 ended on such a high note that I thought it would be almost impossible to top that. But again, the makers of You haven't disappointed us by rolling out this season, which, in my judgment, is a notch above in all the aspects that you can think of, be it cinematography, acting score, storyline, or even the ending. So, starting from cinematography, which I think is one of the most pivotal part of shooting a psychothriller. All the scenes are very well immersive, very detailed, and they are complete in themselves, but they still leave a room for curiosity. All the scenes have something which give the audience what they are desperately wanting, but still leaving a room for curiosity. Like, why did this happen? What was the significance of that ring? Why did this person not do what they were supposed to do or what they were thinking? So I think it's a picture perfect cinematography in my judgment. So a big thumbs up on cinematography from my side. Now, coming to the acting score. Now, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but this series uh, revolves around two characters basically, Love Quinn and Joe Goldberg, played by none other than Penn Badgley and Victoria Pedretti. And the story is being written in such a way that all the other characters, no matter how good they are, acts as just as a catalyst for the storyline of these two. So no matter what, these two just end up stealing the limelight ultimately. Now coming to storyline, which in my judgment is one of the most important thing about a series. This series is based on the novel You by Carol Kepnes. So this series has an impeccable storyline, but the season 3 of You I think had some story gaps. Uh, let's say plot holes in between, which I think were fairly noticeable to, I'm assuming, at least 50% of the population who watched it. Uh, I don't know if it's how can they correct this or not, but these two characters are inherently psychopaths. So while watching both the seasons of this series, I never had the feeling that that this is gonna go this way, this is gonna that way. Uh, the element of unpredictability was just soaring high, but in season 3, I think it was very much possible to predict many things at times for at least two-thirds of the season, which was a bit of a turn off for me because again, 1 hour long episodes, and if you can predict almost 6 hours of what is gonna happen and when it is gonna happen, at least 50% of it, even 50% of it, if you can predict, then I think it just squeezes out a little bit fun for the viewer. But again, I think in the latter half or the last one third of the series, they have employed the element of unpredictability like anything. They have just blown your minds like out of proportion. Like it is difficult to catch up with them, which I think is a need for a series like that. Otherwise, what's the point of watching something that that is a psycho thriller? How can you call a psycho thriller if it doesn't make your brain run an extra mile? So that's about the storyline. Now coming to the ending, I think the ending was again highly unexpected, but really really shocking, and just glues your eyes to the screen. It is very dark, intense, and all those things that you are expecting out of a psycho thriller, which is basically expecting the unexpected. But it still, which is very ironic, it still leaves a little room for the uh, let's say the series to grow. That there are chances that the season 4 of You might come, and that in my judgment is like flawless. That, like, nothing can top that. So that's all from my side. So concluding this series, I think the series is fun to watch, obviously a notch above than all its counterparts. But as I mentioned earlier, it is predictable at times. The new characters that are employed for this series do make their presence felt, but again it is very feeble, because they are still acting as a catalyst for these two character storyline to proceed. But if you are someone who's into, let's say, this genre, then I think 90% chances are that you'll love this season. And they, like, if you are a, let's say, too much of a critique, then there might be chances that certain things might, let's say, piss you off. So that's all from my side. This is Utkarsh from Flame of Thoughts, signing off.